Happy Halloween, guys! The Horror Man back with a controversial view of CRYBABY Lane. Well, it's Halloween, and it also happens to be Tuesday, which means it's Controversial Views Day, or Taboo Tuesday. To honor the occasion, Jason and I will be sharing our controversial view of CRYBABY Lane. CRYBABY Lane is a 2000 Nickelodeon horror film, which originally aired on October 28th that year. It was part of the Snick Halloween lineup that weekend, hosted by Melissa Joan Hart. Now, I actually already reviewed CRYBABY Lane a few years back during the 31 Days of Horror, or 31 Days of Halloween. But this video isn't a review, it's a see-view. CRYBABY Lane, to this day, lives on in infamy because of the controversy surrounding it. After premiering on that weekend leading up to Halloween in the year 2000, CRYBABY Lane was not re-aired until over a decade later. That second airing would be the last. It's that original airing that stirred up some controversy, though. Rumor has it was not aired again until over a decade later, due to all of the complaints from parents claiming the movie was inappropriate for children. Apparently, they felt it was too scary and too disturbing. At that point, it was known as the banned Nickelodeon horror film. Allegedly, though, this internet rumor was later debunked. According to Nickelodeon, they simply forgot about the film. That is, of course, until they finally re-aired it on October 31st, Halloween 2011. Supposedly, they did this because of the vocal cult following of the movie. Whether CRYBABY Lane truly was the banned Nickelodeon film or the lost Nickelodeon film, it's infamous either way. There was also a rumor that the original 2000 Snick airing featured additional footage that was later cut for the 2011 re-airing. CRYBABY Lane was initially going to be a theatrical production from Paramount. Personally, I can see that. The movie could have definitely gotten a theatrical run. Some may compare it to an extended Are You Afraid of the Dark episode, and I could see that too. But there's no denying that CRYBABY Lane certainly is dark and disturbing, despite the child demographic. I've also always loved the fact that it stars Dracula himself, Frank Langella. He plays an undertaker in the film. Now, I don't typically do this for controversial view videos, but since it's Halloween, and since CRYBABY Lane is so infamous, I'll give you a brief synopsis for those of you who haven't seen it. Andrew and his older brother Carl enjoy visiting Mr. Bennett, the town's undertaker, played by Frank Langella. He tells them scary stories, including the one about CRYBABY Lane. The story follows a farmer back in the 1960s. His sons were Siamese twins. One was good and one was evil. But when one of them was struck with illness, they both died. The farmer literally then took a saw and separated the twins. He buried the good son in the local cemetery and the evil one in a field down CRYBABY Lane. Later on, when Andrew and Carl are in the cemetery trying to impress some girls, they repeat the story. And after conducting a seance in the graveyard, they mistakenly resurrect the evil twin. Now, people around town have become possessed by him. So, like I said, for a children's movie on Nickelodeon, CRYBABY Lane is definitely disturbing. It's atmospheric, and there are some genuinely creepy scenes. And despite not actually being set on Halloween, it really feels like a Halloween movie. hence why it originally aired on that Halloween weekend. There may be some of you who laugh it off for being a Nickelodeon movie, and that's fine. But I assure you, CRYBABY Lane is absolutely a horror film. Regardless, if you're still not interested, well, Jason and I watched it, so you don't have to. This is just my controversial view. Be sure to check out Jason's video as well to hear his thoughts. Have you seen CRYBABY Lane? If so, what do you think of it? Comment below and let me know. Which controversial movie will we view next? Check back soon to find out. Happy Halloween again, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up and be kind. Subscribe.